Dum, 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 dum. Oh, okay. So let me get this working. All right. So I will not be waiting for people to join. If you missed part of it, just go back and watch it. So it's on YouTube because it's easier, and I like watching this stuff back. I think it's fun listening back. Go watch what I sent you later. Huh? What? We? Do you want to? Okay, yeah, we can do it on Sunday. Go. Alright, hold. Oh my gosh, fine, hold on. I have no idea what they said. Oh, okay. Now I get it, okay. So, all women are, okay. Mario 1 was better. Okay. Mario 1 was better. Alright, so, this I wanted to do before a podcast tomorrow. Tomorrow would just be like the normal weekly one. This one I wanted to be more of a, kind of a wrap-up for our Blackwatch Tower season. I wanted to give a day, just kind of, to kind of let, you know, thoughts and emotions kind of settle down. I mean, you know, we ended our season on a loss. You know, it's something that I don't want to sugarcoat it. You know, it's we have goals. Like we set lofty goals. Our goals are never 500 in the regular season and sneak into playoffs, or you know, win one game in the playoffs, or just make the playoffs. You know, our goals, and it comes from the top down, which means me. I set lofty goals because I like those. That's what I. Hey, excuse you. No, no, don't touch the ceiling fan. No, don't, because you're gonna fall and hurt yourself. I'll mess with it later. Just leave it alone. Um, I set lofty goals because I believe in us, and I know we are a good team. So our goal, you know, going into every league that we do, CGL, Blackwatch Tower, hopefully some other one that soon. I mean, I do want to give us a break, but not like last time we had like 6 months. But I set these lofty goals because I believe in us. We are a good team. We're not a meh team. We're not a we'll take a 50-50. We are a good team, legitimately a good team. We will take, you know, we take maps. We've taken series off Masters teams, much better teams. If you just look at SR and what have you. So I set those lofty goals because I do believe in us. With that being said, just because we don't reach said goal does not mean the season was a disappointment. We ended 8-1, and yes, some of those were by forfeits. That doesn't matter. Showing up is part of the job. Or not, okay, I shouldn't say job. Showing up is part of the formula, or it's part of what we do. We finished 8-1, 23 plus 23 map differential, which put us in third place by literally one map. Um, so and unfortunately, again, we lost in the first round of the playoffs, which also happened to be the semifinals, and that's not a bad season. We can easily look at it and say, oh, well, we didn't win, and that's all that matters. And sometimes the end goal or the ending is all that matters, but it shouldn't be the only thing that matters for us. The journey matters. The improvement matters. The camaraderie matters. The without the bad, if you will, without that disappointment, we wouldn't have the highs that we do. And we feel that disappointment because we have the highs and because we believe in each other and because we have a drive behind us and we expect to win. And that's not a bad thing. It leads to disappointment, yes, because you can't always win, but we have those expectations upon ourselves because we know we're a good team. So, like I said, losing in the playoffs is not a bad season. It makes for a sour ending to an otherwise fantastic season, but that does not diminish what we accomplished. 8-1 is nothing to sneeze at. It wasn't 8 forfeits. We beat Havemind in the regular season, and if we played another series, I have supreme and utmost confidence that we would win. Unfortunately, Overwatch isn't a game that's played on multiple series. It's played on in one series, and yesterday they were better than us, and we have to give them credit. They played and they won. So overall, again, it's not a disappointing season. Disappointing end, I can concur with that, but not a disappointing season. We have improved from beginning to end. We improved, and that's what we should be. That's what we strive to look for, to have fun and to improve. If we win, we win. That's great. If we lose, if we're improving and I'm having fun playing with you guys, that is a win for me. So I kind of wanted to say that because after the match, everybody was disappointed. Vic and I, when the match is over, whether win or lose, we always me and him just talk things out. Get out our raw emotions, so we can or me specifically, so I can figure out where we're at in a cleaner headspace and go from there. And last night, what I realized is that a disappointing end does not make a disappointment overall. We had a good league. We had a good season, if you will, and I don't want that to be diminished because of how we ended. So with that, I don't think I have anything else. Oh my God, excuse me. I know my big thing with Blackwatch is I really wanted to get the win for a Zenith. Again, we couldn't quite get it there, but we 8-1 again, guys. That's nothing to sneeze at. We are a top tier 3 team because we've earned it, and we're not going to lose that anytime soon. So moving on though, so just to let y'all know, I talked to Ethan Yang earlier this afternoon, or earlier today in the afternoon, and I mean he tilted. We're not going to sugarcoat it. He tilted, and I talked to him about it, and it's one of those things, and it's just not acceptable. We rely on each other, and when anyone on the team tilts like that, it's going to be a loss 99% of the time. Unless one other person literally says, I will carry you and drag you to the finish line, then it's going to be near and nigh impossible to get there. And it legitimately just cannot happen. It's just not acceptable. If you are getting tilted and you get tilted, I ask that you shut your mic off. If we're in the middle of a map, shut your mic off. For me personally, that removes you from the talking part of things, and if you're muted, who are you arguing with? Well, no one. You're arguing with yourself, and at least personally, that removes me from the comms. This used to be a comp thing, but now I just don't even join it. But so remove yourself from the comms so that we can not tilt, because that negativity is infectious. And give me one second. We can't have that negativity. We can't tilt. Everybody tilts though. I think the only person that would say I haven't seen tilt would be a Marble and Ging, especially Ging. I've been playing with him longer than Marble. I don't think I've ever seen Ging tilt. I feel like it'd be kind of weird to hear it or watch it. No, don't do that. But besides, everybody tilts. I've tilted. Vic has tilted. It happens. Whether your dog died, your girlfriend broke up with you, your car broke down, you played comp for 6 hours and never won a game, you played, I don't know, Spyro, and you couldn't collect one gem on a map. Whatever tilted you, it's something we cannot bring into our league matches, especially, but we shouldn't bring it in anywhere. When you tilt, the team loses. Following that up with something a while ago. So if you're tilting in mid-match, mute your mic. I know I say we need to talk all the time, but no comms and no talking is better than the negative tilting talking. But moving on to tilting after the map is done. It's two things I want to mention, and two things I want to talk about. The first one is that one of my big goals for our whatever our next league is that I want to take people out more. What I mean by that is, after Blizzard World, I should have said, gang, or Ethan, whatever, you're tilted, you need to sit down. We had 2 extras. We had 8 people there. Maybe people would have been on off rolls, but having someone on off roll that isn't tilted is better than having someone on a roll that is tilted. I want to do a better job of that, in acknowledging that. And just because you're tilted and we need to pull you out for a map does not mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that the team hates you. It doesn't mean that I hate you. It's just what is best for the team and best for a personal level, because if we're tilted playing, then we're not having fun. And what's the point if we're not going to have fun with each other? So I want to do a better job of that, of realizing that it's better to have someone off a roll than tilted on a roll. So that's a personal thing for me. The second thing is, this happened a while ago. Some of you may or may not remember. But Pokey, I think it was during CGL. I want to say like mid to the late end of our last CGL season. Pokey did something that was kind of glanced over, and we didn't really talk about a ton. But I was gonna put him in for a map because I was rotating him and Lightning, and he told me no. He said that I'm not playing good. Lightning's player better than me, and that was a league match, and that is a lot. That is hard to admit, and that's hard to say. No one wants to be taken out in a league match. Everybody wants to play. And that I want us to be able to do that. I want us as a team to say, if I don't recognize something and I missed it, because I'm not omnipresent, I'm not omnipotent. If I miss it, I want us to be able to say, hey, Corey, give me a map, please. Take me out for a map. I can't play. I'm not playing well, or I'm getting tilted, take me out for a map. No one will be mad at you for that. No one will give you shit. And if they do give you shit, then they will be off the team. I want to encourage, and legitimately, if you are feeling that bad, then say something, and so I can pull you out, please. Pulling you out does not mean you're a bad player. Doesn't mean you're a bad teammate. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It's actually the opposite. It means you are a fantastic teammate and a great person to actually be able to admit that. And I want us to be able to do that, please. I don't catch everything, and sometimes I'm slow to pull the trigger on stuff like that. And so that's my fault for not pulling the trigger when I should sometimes, and that's why I'm asking for help in that regard. You know, we can all step up, and we should all, if legitimately, if you don't feel like you're doing good, and we have extra play. Now, if it's a league match and we don't have anyone, I can't pull you out for a map. I can get a long of a pause as possible. And in between maps, we should be able to get long pauses. But if we have extra people, and this is why we have extra people, besides for scheduling purposes, so we can say, I need to be out a map. And I really want us to be able to say that. And it's hard. It's hard. Again, no one wants to be taken out of a league match. Especially if the people coming in are going to have to be on off rolls. No one wants that, but it's better for the team than to just suffer in silence or suffer loudly and tilt, and that affects everyone. So I don't want to dwell on that too much, but that's where it stands. I'm pretty sure I've talked to everyone when they came on the team and throughout the team. It's just not acceptable to tilt that Ethan did, and I don't want to just keep harping on Ethan for that. So we're gonna move on. He's not the only one that's tilted before. Everybody, I've tilted crazy. Or I've tilted. I've been very tilted. There we go. As I guess I wanted. So we've all been there. So with that being said, another part of the conversation that I had with him, and this kind of flows into Dark if you are watching now or when you will be watching in the future, kind of builds off what we talked about. I haven't done a good job of getting Dark consistent playtime, and so for the next 2 weeks, Ethan Yang is going to be taking a break from playing. Okay. He will not be playing main tank for us for the next 2 weeks. I will be filling in for that with preferably Dark on off tank, but if for some reason you're working, I mean not for some reason, if you are working, that obviously is the reason. If you are working, then we'll just we'll slide someone else on off tank. But so I want to get Dark. I want you to get consistent playtime. What's kind of happened is the past that we get you in for a map, maybe 2 maps, and we say, okay, Dark, let's work on this and this and this. And then you don't play again for a week and a half, 2 weeks. And again, it's just like, and then when you do play again, it's only 1 map or 2 maps. That is my fault. And so for these next 2 weeks, with me on main tank, and Dark you on off tank, it's going to be like consistent. And the fact that you will be in for the entire scrim, we will work on like putting, kind of maybe not filling you in, but actually getting you, in the team in and flowing together, and seeing how we feel and work with that. And kind of at the 10, and then at the end of 2 weeks, see how Ethan is feeling, with the 2-week break. And if we need to, then at that point we, can reevaluate. Do I need to move to main tank full time? Should we look for a new main tank? While we are doing this, he will be Yang. Ethan will be, he'll still be here. He'll be coming into scrims just to watch, though, if he does. And maybe kind of slot into a coaching role. And we'll see how that goes. So I think that kind of covers everything. And I talked with Ethan about this. So This isn't a surprise for him. This is one of the things we had talked about earlier. Um, so we'll reevaluate on you in 2 weeks, and we'll go from there. So I think that about covers everything that I wanted to address. I should have did that stuff first, because so we could have ended on our goals type of thing. I feel like that's a happier note. So let's go switch gears to, I guess, our third and final point is as I did. Some of you have already gotten your MVP votes in for this week already, so thank you for those of you who have done that, and for those of you who haven't, you have until tomorrow, 9:50 Eastern, we'll say, 10 minutes before the podcast, to just get those in. For those are just the weekly ones, and then at some point this week. I'll try and do it tomorrow, but no promises. But by some point this week, I will do out the little forms for our overall Blackwatch Tower MVP, like for the whole season. So just keep your eye out for those. Remember, it doesn't have to be the best player. It could be just the best teammate, maybe someone who you felt improved the most, maybe the person who stepped up the most, maybe the most consistent person. Doesn't matter. Whatever criteria you feel like fits it, that's the criteria you go with. And then with that, I'll give about a week or so for those votes, and it will give me more kind of more time to figure out kind of what we want to do for MVP, and so we can announce our CGL and our just put it over. That was me. That has been me the whole time, Kirsten. That way we can just leave it there, so you don't have to keep moving it. That will bring us. Then we'll do like a big announcement with our CGL and Blackwatch Tower MVP, kind of just at the same time. So that about covers it. Let's see, how do we do? 24 minutes. Okay, not bad, I guess. I kind of thought it'd be longer. I did ramble a little bit. Okay, and I guess the one wrap up that I will bring is kind of something I thought about today, and something I kind of want to do going forward is get a pre-match routine. And by that I mean like we do our little quick play warm up, but I mean, do a warm up, then have an exercise, maybe in a specific custom game that I can try and find, or just one that we used to do with bots. Just something simple but routine. Do a little breathing exercise. Okay, stop. Watch out. I'm gonna shoot you if you don't move. Little breathing exercise, so we can go into every scrim and every match in the same. One thing I feel like is that we approach them differently, and being relaxed is not a bad thing. I've said that's how we are, and that's who we are, and I want to keep it that way. But if we can go to every scrim and every league match the same, then we'll be in for less. We'll label them as surprises. We'll be in the same headspace. We'll have our fingers warmed up, our heads warmed up, and we'll be able to play together. It just feels like when we get into league matches, we can be a little kind of scatterbrained. And I like Nerf guns. I'm shooting the bad guys, Kirsten. Baby dolls with Nerf guns. Yeah, she has to learn first. When she's 5, she'll be shooting Nerf guns. She'll be doing cheerleading with Nerf guns. With Nerf guns. It'll be the Nutcracker, except she'll have an Uzi, a Nerf Uzi, and she'll be shooting people. Anywho. So I want us to kind of be able to approach everything the same, and so that way we know what we're doing and how we're feeling every time we go into a match in a scrim. So I'll work on that routine, and if you guys have any thoughts, you know, we can definitely. Liam, chill. No, cause it's stop. Look at me. It is about to be bedtime. It is quiet time. That means no more running and no more jumping. It's quiet time. All right. Okay. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Great season, guys. It does not matter how it ended. It was a great season. We feel, at least I feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, it feels like a disappointment because we have the expectations of being a great team, and we are a great team. Unfortunately, having one bad day in these type of leagues and that are in Overwatch, we'll just say, can be, you know, the end. It's, you know, it's not like in the NBA or the NHL where playoff series go for 7 games or 5 games, where we have a chance to go against Hivemind again. This is the NFL and the NCAA March Madness. You have one game in one day, and whether you are the Patriots and went 18-0 and then lose the final Super Bowl against the Giants, you know, that's how it goes, and that's how it can go with us. Or I mean, in Overwatch, you can be the best team, you can be Shanghai Dragons, and lose 2 matches the entire season, and then Guangzhou Charge beat you in I believe it was a reverse sweep in the finals of I believe it was the May Melee. It just happens. It happens to the best teams. It happens to the worst teams. The worst teams can beat sometimes, and the best teams can lose sometimes. But that doesn't diminish what we accomplished during the season. We gave Hivemind up to this point their only loss. We gave I forgot the name of the other team. Sunrise Legends, their only loss. Yeah, because we went against them. We gave Sunrise Legends their only loss. Literally no other team can say that. Not a single other team can say that. We're literally the only team to beat both of them. So we had a great season, guys. We had a fantastic season. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm legitimately gonna put it at an 8. A 9 would have been if we won the semis, and then a 10 would have been if we won in the finals. 8 out of 10 is fucking great, guys. It was and girls. He or she. Just kidding. So again, great job, everyone. We all got there together. We will continue to get there together. We will always be a team. We will never be one. We will never be 6 people. Or, well, we will never be 6 people playing and then 3 people not playing. That just conglomerate at the same time on the same game, on the same console. We will be a team because we are a team. We win as a team and we lose as a team. But the team is what we have. That's all we have. Bitches can disappoint us, but the team is forever. Okay. Stupid cheesy. I thought it was kind of... it gave me a chuckle thinking about it. But we're going to end it there. Tomorrow will be normal podcast stuff. Just kind of I wanted to give... everybody had a day to kind of wrap their heads around how they were feeling. Gave me a day to kind of wrap my head around how I'm feeling. Did some yard work. That always kind of helps me clear my mind. Just to do a brain dead task. I was just mowing the grass and pulling weeds. Take 0 thought, so you can let your mind wander and just kind of think about things. It's like meditation, but not. What did I say? It's quiet time. Are you being quiet? Okay, so what's the problem here? The problem is that you're not being quiet. It's quiet time because you're about to go to bed. So that means quiet. You need to chill out and relax. So it just gave me some time to kind of think these things over and really evaluate that we had a good season. We had a great season. So that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, actually, sorry. Last thing. I want to go back to doing VOD reviews for this since we have a good amount of time. These are God, I'm so gassy. We shouldn't be getting any Overwatch updates. Cross your fingers. Anytime soon, so I would love to do a full team review and then do individuals on top of that. So we can discuss that later though, because we kind of got off the VOD train there for a bit. We did good, and then we kind of let it fall off. So we'll get back on that. That being said, again, tomorrow 10 Eastern will be the weekly MVP podcast, the more lighthearted one, and look out for your Blackwatch Tower season review survey thing with the MVP voting. So thank you for those who are here live. If you are not live, thank you for watching this afterwards. And we'll looking for Scrim. Oh, Scrim is scheduled for Thursday, so we have 7 people already, so that'll be a good. So I will see you guys tomorrow, or yeah, you will hear me tomorrow at least, hopefully. And remember, good job, guys. We win as a team, we lose as a team. We are nobody. Oh wait, no. What did I used to say? It used to be, oh, okay. No. I remember. Okay, this is how we're gonna end it. Separated, we're nobodies, but together, we are nobody.